He lied a lot, but it was very interesting because he didn't lie about one thing. He said no collusion with the Russian hoax. And I said, I wonder why he didn't just lie about that, too, like he did about everything else. I mean, he lied about so many different things. And I was actually impressed that he didn't say, well, I think there was collusion for this reason or that. He didn't say that. He said no collusion. And I was, a little impressed by that, frankly. He could have gone all out. He only won about 95% instead of 100%. But the fact is there is no collusion, and I call it the witch hunt. This should never happen to another president. This is so bad for our country. So bad.
Well, that strong response from Donald Trump came after some very strong criticism from Cohen on Wednesday. In a withering account of his time working for the US president, Cohen described his former boss as a con man and a racist. NBC's Kristen Welker reports.
Taking the oath before Congress again,
Do you swear or
Michael Cohen insisting this time he's telling the truth.
I have come here to apologize to my family, to my government, and to the American people.
Now, the president's former personal attorney unloading stunning personal shots against his former client.
I am ashamed that I chose to take part in concealing Mr. Trump's illicit acts rather than listening to my own conscience. I am ashamed because I know what Mr. Trump is. He is a racist, he is a con man, and he is a cheat.
Cohen's dramatic array of allegations against the president included accusing him of committing a criminal act in office, directing Cohen to make hush money payments to Stormy Daniels.
Mr. Trump directed me to use my own personal funds from a home equity line of credit to avoid any money being traced back to him.
The president initially saying he knew nothing about the payments.
Do you know where he got the money to make that payment?
No, I don't know.
But Cohen today bringing this $35,000 check, he says, signed by the president, saying it was a reimbursement. Cohen says Mr. Trump worried about Daniels' accusations after the Access Hollywood tape. And Cohen says the president asked him to lie to Melania Trump about the whole thing. Another charge, Cohen said, without offering proof, that candidate Trump was told about embarrassing hacked Democratic emails before they were dumped by WikiLeaks and founder Julian Assange, insisting he was in the room when Roger Stone, now facing multiple felony charges himself, called the candidate.
Mr. Stone told Mr. Trump that he had just gotten off the phone with Julian Assange, and that Mr. Assange told Mr. Stone that within a couple of days there would be a massive dump of emails that would damage Hillary Clinton's campaign. Mr. Trump responded by stating to the effect, "Wouldn't that be great?"
WikiLeaks responding today, writing Assange has never had a telephone call with Roger Stone. Then there was that potential Trump Tower real estate deal in Moscow. Cohen saying he believed Mr. Trump wanted him to lie about the fact that negotiations stretched well into the campaign, something Cohen lied to Congress about initially.
Mr. Trump did not directly tell me to lie to Congress. That's not how he operates. He would look me in the eye and tell me there's no Russian business, and then go on to lie to the American people.
Cohen says he had no knowledge of any collusion with Russia, but says he has his suspicions that Donald Trump Jr. told his father about that Trump Tower meeting between campaign officials and a Russian attorney.
The Democrats don't care. They don't care. They just want to use you, Mr. Cohen. You're their patsy today. They got to find somebody, somewhere, to say something so they can try to remove the president from office.
At times, tensions boiled over.
Shame on you, Mr. Jordan.
Mr. Chair,
not what I said. Shame on you.
From half a world away, President Trump tweeted about Cohen, saying he was just disbarred by the state Supreme Court for lying and fraud. Republicans say this is all about sour grapes because Cohen didn't get a job at the White House, something first cited by federal prosecutors in his testimony today. Cohen called that inaccurate.